Okay, Leonard, you're not gonna believe this. Sitting down here in this box blind, we waited and waited. Had a couple slip to the left, a couple slip to the right. And what I'm fixing to tell you, you're really not gonna believe this shit. But as we were sitting here, I told Renee, I said, now it's 9:07 a.m. I told Renee, I said, let me break out the grunt call and we see what would happen. And we saw a couple of small ones, like I said, across the creek line. One went left, another one went way, way right. I happened to turn around behind us where we had this food plot planted down here on that bottom. And I saw one break and run up the hill. Big, dark-bodied deer. Couldn't tell if it was buck or doe, but it looked like a big-bodied, black-haired, almost a chocolate-colored buck. And as I grunted several times, I'm looking, and I just happened to turn around and I grunted one more time across the creek, and I catch a deer slipping down. So I tap Renee. There's one right in front of you coming down the hill. And you're not going to believe this, but there are two bucks that just walked down the hill. It looked like an 8-point and maybe a 6-point, smaller 6-point. She wheels around. I get her scoped onto the deer, tell her to take her time, squeeze it out, and she just hammered the hell out of that big deer over there. Dropped it in its tracks. So I'm fixing to have to wade the creek again twice in 2 days. Thought we were going to get a shot at the second buck because it just spun around and stood there for a minute and waited. And, it obviously just decided to break camp. It run far left. We're waiting a few minutes to see if something else comes walking down there. If it doesn't, we're going to go ahead and go get it. But just so I want you to know about how everything came together, I want you to look at the big, great white hunter. Let me get her on camera. Pose for your shot. You're 270. So we are not going to be able to tell her nothing for the next year. And right across the creek.
First one's a buck.
The first one across the creek, right over there in that same spot, the same exact spot where I had that herd of does come down. She dropped old big boy right in his damn tracks. So we're going to go over there and get him in just a few minutes. But that's another seeing our Bear Creek adventures with Renee at the Area 51 Grunt and Strut Hunt Club in Chester, Fairfield County line in the National Forest of Sumter National Forest. This is Calvin and Renee, the Clark twins.